Hey, good morning everyone. So here I am driving off to, I had actually 3 auctions on my calendar for today, but the second of those 3 auctions has been canceled. I assume because at that particular storage facility all the tenants have paid up on their rent, so that one's been canceled. So the first auction I'm going to, they only have 1 room available. And then after that, the second auction I'm going to, again, only has 1 room available. If I do wind up being the winning bidder on any of these, on either of these 2 rooms, I will once again get the camera rolling and show you what kind of goodies I might have the chance to uncover. So I'm heading to the second auction location right now. The first location, there was 1 room available. It sold for $400. It looked like an interesting room. I put in a bid, but really it looked like it was a lot of household items. And I didn't want to overbid. $400 I thought was too much for a storage unit filled with household items. So hopefully we'll have better luck at this second location. We shall see. I'm almost there. The auction doesn't start for another hour and a half. Alright, we're heading home. Just left the second auction. 1 room, again, available for sale. Didn't have enough money on me to keep on bidding. I would have kept going, maybe. I don't know. The price started getting up too high. I was willing to roll the dice on that unit. I saw some really interesting looking things in there. And again, I'm not afraid to take a risk. I didn't look at this unit as a motivated buyer. I always tried not to be a motivated buyer, although I am willing at times to take a risk. Which I did. I bid up as high as I was able to until the number just kept on jumping higher and higher, and I bailed. And that was it. So heading home, back to the office, empty-handed. Not a big deal. There will always be another auction tomorrow. Okay, so I'm back home now, and I just wanted to offer you a conclusion to my to today's adventure. So I went to 2 different storage facilities. Each facility had only 1 room available for sale. The room at that second facility looked really, really interesting. I saw what looked like some pretty cool collectibles in there. I saw a Hesh truck still in the box from 1990. I saw some comic books, a few boxes that were labeled comic book collection. Typically, where there's smoke, there's fire. If you see 1 Hesh truck, chances are good that you might find additional ones. If you see some comic books maybe laying on top of other items, chances are good that those boxes labeled comic book collection, well, there's actually more collectible comic books in there. Anyhow, I used a strategy at this auction that I'd mentioned in a previous video, which is bid jumping. In other words, the bid increment might go up by $10, $25. But I was serious about wanting that room, so every time the bid went up by $25, I would poke in a new bid to a rounded 100 amount. In other words, the bid started at 100, somebody bid 125, I jumped right in with 200. Somebody bid 250, I jumped right back in with 300. Somebody bid 325 or 350, whatever it is, I jumped back in with 400. In other words, I kept on jumping the bid to let other buyers know that I was serious about wanting that unit. It's a strategy that works. Sometimes it doesn't. The bids kept on going higher and higher and higher. By the time they got to 700, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to walk. This unit is not the one for me. I always talk about not going to a storage auction as a motivated buyer. Motivated buyers tend to do silly things and they don't bid wisely. There is a difference, however, with going above your your intended amount. There's a difference between rolling the dice and bidding more than you originally planned than being a motivated buyer. Motivated buyers will just blindly want to buy a unit just for the sake of getting their hands on something, whereas, bid jumping or being willing to roll the dice is a lot different. It just means that you see something that you're willing to take a gamble on. You see something that will warrant, something of value that would warrant your higher bid amount. So, there's a definite difference there. Another thing, too, is it took me about an hour and a half, about an hour to get to that to both of those auction sites. Again, only 1 room available at both auction sites. Had a pocket full of cash. These are all ingredients that go into making one a motivated buyer. You're thinking, I came all this distance, I've got a pocket full of cash, there's only 1 room available, damn it, I'm going to win this room. It's dangerous. It's a very dangerous mindset to take with you to a storage auction. Again, I guess the piece of advice I'm offering you here is never go to a storage auction as a motivated buyer. Again, it is okay to gamble, to roll the dice, bid higher than you'd be willing to otherwise bid on a room, but you're doing it out of a sense of value, not out of a sense of just, wanting to get your hands on a storage unit. So that's it for now. Let me hear your comments below. As always, I'd love to hear from you. If you talk to me in the comments below, I promise you I will comment back. I'd also like to remind you that you can connect with me on Facebook, on my fan page, at facebook.com/awesomeauctionprofits. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I try to offer you as many good advice, as much good advice, as many suggestions and tips as I can to help you with successful storage auction treasure hunting. And if you like this video, if I said something of value that helped you out, then please go ahead and click the like button below. Otherwise, that's it. I'll take the camera with me next time I go to a storage auction. Looking forward to bringing you some more good treasure hunts. I'm going to sign off for now. Name is Dan. Until next time.